The phone might be a casualty of the flood. When I went running out of here, to say the least, I hit it with my leg. It went flying into the driveway and came apart in pieces and went in the water. So it's been drying out here for a while. Let's turn it back on and we'll see if it works. I think we did pretty good on the hole filling. This one, oops, this bottom one here came through a little bit more. That was my first one, I pushed too much. But I'll just whack those with sandpaper. I'll call it good. So I'm not trying to hide what this was, but that might be a little more pleasing to the eye. Even if you see the different sheen in it, it'll be fine. So we'll be repainting these two pads. So, let's prop this thing up. It doesn't want to stay up like this on its own. Maybe we'll give it a quick sand now and keep working. Much better. There's the one hole. There's the other two holes. This hole we're leaving. Those are my 4 holes needed. That's my steering stabilizer. Obviously that's the alignment dowel. Took care of this one, this one, this one, this one. Like I said, U-bolts, alignment dowel. Don't see that anyway. And that's not seen. That's on the back side. It's on the back side of the thing. So I'm gonna flip this. I got to sand the other sides. I didn't even want to spend this much time on this. So yeah, I don't know if you guys remember when I pulled this apart. I passed the comment that one of my U-bolts is bent. If you look at it, you can see it is. See the back one's bent. So I just went around and I clearanced all my other bolts because one of my washers hooked on the metal. So I re-clearanced them, made sure they were flat again, and made sure I had plenty of room for the washer to go however it has to go on all of them. So they won't hang up anymore. You were actually able to see the mark on the metal where it hooked. So it wasn't hanging up on all 4 corners, but those are the corners I took care of. So like I said, the goal is everything either the same or a little better when this car goes together from the beginning. And everything I've checked off is a little better so far, but we're not done yet. I guess the bodywork never ends, guys. You're always a painter. Took out the whizzer. Some areas to me have to look neat. I can't stand when something's bolted on, paint flaked off, and then you repaint over it, then you put a bolt next to it. That's the one thing I can't tolerate, no matter if I want to make something sloppy or not. So everywhere there's a bolted surface, I re-clean. And that lies, I mean, that's gonna cause an issue under the hood when I put these fenders back on. Trying to match these fenders that have been altered and tweaked to the original engine compartment that my son painted with the other fenders on. So there's supposed to be a butyl between the fenders that oozes out. I didn't want to do it, but I'm probably going to wind up doing it. So, well, I started working on this, obviously. Took out the little, what we call a whizzer. Did the 4 mating surfaces there, the top and bottom of the kingpin. I'm getting in there, starting to deglaze everything. Got the grease fittings out. So the little area where the brake fluid ran. So, and just keep working. So, I really wanted to clean the garage today, but we're gonna come up with a different plan for that. Okay, did a lot more work this than I wanted to. I went in everywhere the kingpin pivots, anywhere the grease oozed out, I had to clean that all out and keep cleaning it to make sure it wasn't going to ooze again while I painted it. Pulled off all the fittings. Anywhere anything bolted, both sides, I hit down with the whizzer. Look how small that got. Okay, did that on both sides, the back sides of the actual knuckle. I removed all the paint again, cleaned it. Yeah, I went over anything that I might have missed the last time, which isn't much. Dressed up all these areas. This thing was already cleaned before I started 3 times with wax and grease remover. And as I've been working on it, I've been cleaning it with Fantastic, which I always do on stuff like this, greasy stuff. So, and I've been hitting it with the blow gun in all the little areas after spraying it. So, the whole thing is deglossed with a Scotch-Brite pad. So basically I'm going to let it sit and dry anywhere I missed. So I think what we're going to do is tomorrow morning we're going to paint this thing. And then I'll move it out of the garage and just let it sit for the next couple of days while we move on.